Well, howdy folks. We are on day 2 of my attempt to get to Ocotillo, California, and pretty soon we will be coming up on the spot where I sat for 2 hours yesterday. So I'll bring you in when we get there because I think we have somewhat of a one-lane road going down to Ocotillo, but it is open, so that is definitely a plus. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here's the turnoff I took yesterday to go back home towards Alpine, and no real threatening signs yet, so that looks good. But oh, high winds, no kidding. That's what happens in the desert, especially up here on this hill. So let's just mosey along, and when I see something cool, I'll bring you. So here we are losing a right lane. I think this has been here before because look at that barrier. They're putting up a rock barrier, and that is one stout rock barrier. Holy moly. But I think we're getting close to where that massive rock was laying in the lane. Maybe not. So here we are. Looks like, let's give him a beep. Yeah, they are rebuilding all this. This is the part. Here's where, oh yeah, look at those rocks. Dang. City size. Yeah, you go, boys. Should have gone a little slower, but we had traffic coming. Okay, so now we are going down into Ocotillo, which is a couple minutes away, and I'll bring you in when we get there. This is Highway 98, and that goes to the border. And I saw yesterday on Google Maps that it was pretty much wiped out. And so eventually we're going to check this out later today. Looks like on Google Maps there might be telling us to turn around or something. Could be completely wasted by mud still. Maybe we should go check that first. Nah, never mind. Changed my mind. Hey, if women can change their mind, so can I. There's a helicopter carrying something down there. Okay, what do we got? The sign says here. It says road work ahead. Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff on the highway. But we're going to go down into see the folks in Ocotillo. I'm in the EcoSport today because for my back, the car actually feels better. The Marauder left my back a little bit sore yesterday, so thought we'd bring this car today. Besides, if I run into any mud and stuff, I don't care with this car because this car is my off-road beast. And from what I can see off in the distance, they've cleaned up the roads pretty much. But we're going to take the the back side road through Ocotillo and see what we can come up with. I'm gonna shut you off for a minute because the road's gonna get really loud. Yeah, so not too bad. See if he'll let me through. I doubt it. Yeah. The road is not that bad. But you get these road guys, sometimes they're like, not very nice. Okay, so we'll go up and we'll go down through Ocotillo proper. So here's my little favorite town of Ocotillo, California. It's kind of like my gateway to the desert. And from looking at the dirt and stuff so far, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, they've had some stuff come through here. Doesn't look that bad. And when Hurricane K came through, I have a video on that one. This was completely, it was like about a foot deep in mud. Now, maybe all that mud back then helped, drain off all the sand and stuff. But one thing we are going to check out is if Lake Ocotillo refilled. Remember that lake that I named, and it ended up having the desert shrimp that reappeared after, I don't know, about a couple of days. It seemed like they just came back up out of the desert. It's 87 degrees here. Supposed to get to 95 out here today. That's what they say. Whoever they are. But I'll bring you back in a bit. Dang it, another closed road. Well, I am going through. Yeah, they got some, they definitely got some dirt here. Houses look intact. One of these days I might get a ticket. Little bit of dirt here. Now, mind you, this dirt here is basically what a good desert storm will kick up. There is no wind out there. At least all the turbines are not rotating. So either there's absolutely no wind or they have them locked. And looking at the palm trees, there ain't no wind. So I'll bring it back in a bit. Looks like we got some road grader work going on up here. Yep, guy's doing some shoveling. Let's see if he blocks me. Anyway, gotta go through, dude. I mean, there's got to be people that have to go through here because they live here. And for all they know, I could be one of them folks. not just some idiot making a YouTube video. Well, I'll see you when we get to Lake Ocotillo, if it's there. So here's my proof. This is what I called Lake Ocotillo, and it is wet, but it's not full. Because when Hurricane K came through here, it was about almost 4 feet deep. It went way over to the right, way up to the, over there on the left. Let's see, let's go that way on the left. And then kind of straight ahead to the left, there's a little berm up there, and it was completely up to there. So I think I'll get out, take a little break, and then I'm pretty sure the road that got washed out for K did not get washed out this time. I just saw a car coming from the deep in the desert, so that means the road's completely open. So we're gonna go back and go through Ocotillo and cross over to Highway 98 and go see how Highway 98 looks, because that's kind of like a big deep basin, and it's more south, and they may have received more rain. So we'll see when we get there. So here we go. This is Lake Ocotillo. It ain't got nothing. But for August, the desert being this wet is really, really kind of special. That means that maybe next March or April of 2024, super bloom might be really nice. Of course, all this water now is going to bring out some other different kinds of flowers and stuff, but they're kind of short-lived. Anyway, there's the little adventure car. Here, I'll take you all around. No gimbal today. Ah, feels good being back out in the desert. So peaceful. So down there is the part of the road that got washed out from Hurricane K, and it looks like they just got some dusting of dirt and sand off the hills. Nothing too serious. Looks like the wash looks pretty much the same. The closest piece of road that you can see down there, that was the part that was completely washed away. And I could see that the bank is still intact, so not much water here, folks. Once again, I think K was bigger for this area. We'll see in a bit. Here we are looking down on a canyon. Comes out of the mountains. And we got a car coming up. So that road's all the way open. I wonder how the dirt roads I'd go on, how those fared. Probably not too bad. I mean, right now they're wet, so that means they're packed down, easy to drive on. But this looks all pretty nice here. I mean, there's a lot of mountains for the rain to collect and come down, but you need more mountains like all that out there to create some of these flash floods that they have had elsewhere. And I know I'm saying that Ocotillo dodged a bullet, but there are other places that actually got hammered, and I'm sure y'all have seen the videos of big giant rocks rolling down this flash flood, and tree trunks, all kinds of stuff. But out here, it looks like the last time I was here, which is many months ago. Sure is pretty. So I stopped and I just talked to a Border Patrol guy that was here for the storm, and he was saying that he's from Florida, and they heard the hurricane was coming, and they were like, bring it on, we're ready for it, we've been through this stuff before. And so then he said it was just high winds, not really any rain. So, you know, just kind of what I thought, that I'm kind of glad I didn't storm chase it, because it wouldn't have been worth the effort, especially with that big boulder on Interstate 8 East up there that you saw earlier. And so I feel good. I woke up this morning and I knew I had to come out here. It just, I couldn't sit at home and not know what the ramifications were of the storm here. So I got my fill, and I hope you got your fill of Ocotillo, California. And I am heading home, and now that my back feels pretty good for driving, time to look for some interesting places to go to bring you folks into. And I look forward to the next adventure. I'll see you then.